The year was 1987. On a rural town north of Ohio, 3 teenagers decided that handing out candy at their grandma's was too lame, so they decided to explore a place where several murders have occurred, and what they found was more than they bargained for.
Oh, hey, it's Taco Builds here, and if you look at your calendar, you may notice that Halloween is very, very slowly approaching. And I know a lot of people think Halloween's pointless and all, but I gotta admit, it's my favorite holiday. There's something about watching a horror movie during the spooky season that's just so wonderful. So of course, I made the scene from literally every single horror movie from the 80s where 3 kids are exploring an abandoned forest. And there might just be a serial killer involved. But without further ado, let's get into the build. So as usual, we'll start off from the bottom, which there happens to be a dead body that no one has seen for quite a while now. I'm surprised nobody has found it yet. And of course, since this is a haunted forest, there has to be at least a few spiders. And one of them seems to be freaking out this short kid here. I also added a little bit of rubble to add to the whole mystery of the mock. Who knows, maybe this rebel was part of a government base from the 60s where aliens were taught to kill aliens and humans and also spy on communist parties. Or maybe it's just rubble. I don't know. Okay, let's take a quick look at the main characters here. So first off, we got a short, scared, fat kid. Let's call him Cheddar. You know, this is the type of character that has a very, very store-bought haircut, and he's usually the kid who brings food to the paranormal investigations. Okay, so our main character here is Jack. Now, Jack is usually the kid who tries to look cool and, while at the same time, tries to simp for Samantha. Speaking of Samantha, Samantha's whole purpose in this whole story is just to act as someone for Jack to simp for. She also has a bag of human remains, but we're not going to talk about that. Yeah, I made this lore really unnecessarily deep. But anyways, you may notice that this forest is also home to a very, very small graveyard that has 2 unmarked graves, and I think that looks kinda creepy. Now at the beginning of the video, I said this mock is based primarily in Ohio, and when anybody ever says Ohio, the first thing I think about in my brain is lunatics. Of course, I had to add a lunatic in this mock. So this guy here has no face, an axe, and only 1 arm. And you may just think that he's about to kill these 3 kids here, but that's actually not the case. He might just actually give the kids a nice warm cup of joe. You know, it's pretty cold out there in the fall, so I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's here to lift these kids' spirits. The one thing that makes this mock look really cool is obviously the nature. Now of course this mock takes place in the fall, and you may notice there's no dead plants. I actually ordered some pieces off of Lego for this mock, and they ended up not coming on time, so I'm kinda mad about that, Lego, okay? I'm gonna cancel you, #cancel Lego. But it did turn out pretty darn nice. You also may notice there's 2 trees right here. One of them has a very creepy looking bat in it, and the other is an evergreen design I stole off of Pinterest. And of course, since this is a Taco Builds mock, I gotta add some of that fancy rock work. And I think it does look pretty groovy. Okay, that's it for the video. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, you know all that junk. Go ahead and do it. But, yeah, that's it. Bye.